Hello and welcome, my Aquarius friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be a group reading for my friends born under the Aquarius zodiac sign. Today we're going to explore what you can expect for the month of October, obstacles that you're going to face, and some tools that will really help you move forward. The deck I chose, of course, for this month was the Witch's Tarot, created by Ellen Dugan and Mark Evans. I couldn't pass up on it. Then I'll end off the session with an oracle blessing from the Enchanted Oracle. I will have links below, like always, to both these great decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Aquarius friends, let's see what the cards have to say for you. What card symbolizes October for my Aquarius friends? Okay, we have a jumper here. That's the Seven of Pentacles. Sevens are all about that struggle, but also about victory. So we're going to have both a bit of a challenge, but with some hard work, we're going to be able to become victorious over it. Pentacles are all about that growth and abundance. When you put the two of them together, we're really talking about some hard work ahead of us, my Aquarius friends. However, with that hard work comes great abundance. So that's a pretty nice overall view for October. Yes, we're going to have some hard work, but we're going to see some great aspects to it as well. There's nothing better than working really hard all day and really feeling like you've accomplished something. And that's kind of my overview of what October is going to feel like. Yeah, we're going to have some hard work, but we're going to really feel like we got somewhere. Alright, let's look at that major challenge. What is the major challenge for my Aquarius friends? That's going to be the Two of Swords. Twos are about duality and choice. Swords, truth, and knowledge. That uncertainty and feeling stuck is going to really hamper this ability to get going and working. When we feel like we don't know which direction to go in, and we're feeling really kind of stuck to our seat, we can't physically get the job done. And that's going to be the challenge for you. You're going to be able to accomplish a lot, Aquarius. However, first of all, you have to overcome the Two of Swords. So that's going to be your conundrum for October, Aquarius. How much work you can accomplish, because you're going to be able to accomplish quite a lot, is going to be really dependent on how quickly you can overcome the Two of Swords. Let's look at the rest of the month. Let's break this down a bit. What does the beginning of October hold for my Aquarius friends? And that's the Knight of Cups. Knights are that youthful, exuberant energy, full of life, carefree, not afraid of anything. And that's what the first part's going to feel like. You're going to have that energy, possibly even a surge of being able to connect in with your clairs and connect in with the higher vibrational beings, because we do have this bolster of intuitional and emotional energy that's coming forward. And if you can connect him in, and it's very quickly to overcome your Two of Swords, if you can connect the Knight of Swords with the Pentacles here, the Seven of Pentacles, you're really going to find that you get a lot of movement out of the Knight. He can help you achieve and accomplish quite a lot. Look at the middle of the month. What does the middle of the month bring forward for my Aquarius friends? It's a jumper. And that's the Seven of Swords. Sevens, like I said, are that struggle, yet usually victory. Swords are about truth and knowledge. So the middle of the month, we're trying to get away with a little too much here. And that's what the Seven of Swords is about. You have a fellow trying to take away 5 of 7 swords out of an enemy camp. Well, he's trying to do too much. He's trying to get away with too much. Now that said, if we temperance him a bit, you might be able to work him with the Seven of Pentacles. In angel messages, when we're seeing double sevens, that's a spirit number. 7 is a spirit number. So we're looking at that we're on the right track. You need to reflect a little bit more on our situation. He's right underneath the Two of Swords. and the Seven of Pentacles. It means that the Two of Swords is coming back and really still clouding that vision for you. So the middle of the month, you're going to find that you're really impacted a lot by that Two of Swords. Possibly not so much in the beginning, but in the middle of the month, she's going to start to rear her head. Let's look at what the end of October brings, which is going to be a fantastic time. The end of October brings a thinning of veils and the ability to connect in with higher vibrational beings and those who've passed over. So it should be quite exciting. That's the King of Wands. Kings are the most fully developed personality of the suit. They have the most power, the most abilities, and the most control. So the end of the month, Aquarius, you're really going to be able to pull out that passion piece. And you've got that trick card, right? Building momentum here, if you will. You can really connect in and harness these sevens and the Knight of Cups at the end of the month with the King of Wands. He is the one that is embracing his passions, and he's using all his willpower to overcome any obstacles, including the Two of Swords, so that he can get things created and done. He works with that inner willpower, that inner push, and that's kind of what's really going to come up at the end of the month for you, Aquarius. Let's look at what obstacles you're going to be looking at, my Aquarius friends, for the beginning of the month. And that's the Fool, the Zero card. He has no number. He's a major arcana. He belongs nowhere yet everywhere. He's a conundrum in himself. He's going to cross the night. When you add the carefree and lazy-daisical attitude of the Fool with the Two of Swords, it really slows down this night. Because there is no focus or drive to overcome that uncertainty. There is just a lot of, well, this is fantastic, look, it's October attitude. And that's not going to get you anywhere. Let's look at the obstacles for the middle of October for my Aquarius friends. Yep. Got a jumper. The Eight of Swords. Eights are about movement and manifestation. Except in the Swords. She's pretty much stuck. You have pretty much evolved the Two of Swords to the Eight of Swords. That blindfold is bigger. We've got chains and we're now penned in. So that uncertainty and indecision has really amplified in the middle of the month. It really holds everything back. You really need to work on the Two of Swords so the Eight of Swords isn't so hard. The middle of the month will bring a lot of restraints here. Overall, the Two of Swords is not restrained. However, the middle of the month it will feel that way. It is going to take grounded and centered being, pushing that energy down, especially with that 7. We have 7 and an 8 right together. 7s do have that ability to be victorious, so careful what you're trying to get away with, because it's really going to impact that 8. Let's look at the King. What is going to be crossing my Aquarius friends at the end of October? And that's the Moon. It's the 18th card in the Major Arcana. It too speaks about uncertainty, but also mystery and unknown. The Moon talks about those scary things that come up at night. When we're looking at it connected in with the Eight of Swords, we're looking at all those fears and your ego running wild. He's going to take this line of Two of Swords, a 7 of Swords, and 8 of Swords, and really take your swords and pretty much nail you to the cross. It's going to be taking your torch and realizing that the scary things at night are not so scary. They're actually pretty fun. And there is a lot to be learned from the Moon. The Moon is a gatekeeper as well, and it can help you take that next step forward. Especially when you're looking at the king, he has so much power. He's so willing to support you in using your willpower and creating amazing things. Embrace that moon energy, especially at the end of the month when you're looking at October and Halloween, or the Day of the Dead, or Samhain, whatever it is you'd like to call that time of the month. The moon is really going to impact us because the nights are getting longer and the veil is thinner. Use that power to gain guidance and direction rather than allowing your ego to say, oh my God, the boogeyman's going to get you. Okay, let's go on to what's going to help. What's going to help my Aquarius friends throughout the month of October? And that's the Four of Cups. Fours are a foundational, they're a stability number. Cups are about intuition and emotion. That intuition, like I said, is going to play a lot into this, especially as we connect into the moon later in the month. Knowing what you have is fantastic. It may be mundane and you may be bored of it. Knowing that there is more out there, that curiosity and excitement will help you move past this drudgery of the swords. The swords are really going to be impacting you, Aquarius, and the fact that you're an air sign really means that air and knowledge are really going to be giving you grief. Make sure you ground yourself and that you center yourself so that you're feeling more stable and able to take on the challenges of the month, because we've got a lot of air blowing around right in the middle here. And finally, what's the last piece of knowledge that we can share with my Aquarius friends? Oh, beautiful. The Sun. The Sun is the 19th card in the Major Arcana, and it brightens everything up. Anytime you get it in a reading, it makes things less scary and less prickly. It's all about that joy and that love. When you embrace that universal love, this won't matter. You connect into the universal love, it's going to start to direct you. It's not going to matter what that uncertainty and indecision is, or what those fears are, or what your ego is saying. The Sun will help dry up those fears. It's a fantastic card to have at the very end here. Let's check in with your shadow self and see what he wants to say, or she wants to say. Seven of Wands. It's our third seven. We now have the Wands, the Pentacles, and the Swords. Wands are about that inner passion, that fire that we hold within us. As you can see in the Seven of Wands, you're not afraid to take this challenge on. And Aquarius, you shouldn't be. Moving forward through uncertainty is a big piece in our journey. The Seven of Wands really shows that you have that inner willpower and you have that ability to do it and flourish. We've got lots of beautiful flowers there. So we know that you can successfully do this. Additionally, that gives us the third seven in this reading, which really confirms we're on the right track. You've got 3 sevens. It's an amazing thing to have, that you have so much confirmation that you're on the right track. You really just need to embrace your abilities and move yourself forward. If you're confused and uncertain, start to meditate. Reflect on what it is you can and cannot do, what this piece is. When we start to meditate, we start to actually physically alter our brain chemistry, and we're able to really see things for the bigger picture. Let's look at the blessing. What blessing do my Aquarius friends have in October? Oh, got a jumper. And that's the Emerald Princess. It's a beautiful card. It's more of a warning. She's really connected into that Seven of Swords. When things are becoming out of miss or reckless, when you really become reckless or you're trying to get away with too much, that's when things are really gonna go downhill for you. The King turns his back and the sun kind of becomes a little bit more clouded. So that's going to be an important piece, Aquarius, is to check into how much it is you're trying to get away with, and is it too much? And you're going to know, because your higher self will start to give you a little bit of a warning there. For those who wish, you can pause the video here and reflect on the cards. This is a group reading, however, I drew these cards especially for my Aquarius friends. What further information do they have for you? Like I said, this is a group reading. If you're looking for something more specific or personal, you can follow the link below and schedule a private reading with myself. That said, I hope you found this video fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some direction and insight into what October is going to hold for you. I want to thank you so much for joining me and watching this video today. I will continue to create fun and dynamic videos for my zodiac friends. If you have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. I'm always up for feedback from my friends. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know where I'm going to go next, and I'd hate for you to miss a video. Also, if you'd like this video and want to support me making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Aquarius friends.